first time we hear directly from an undocumented immigrant in ICE custody. He's an asylum seeker who's lived in Santa Ana for the last 3 years.
Now he's on the verge of being deported back to a country he fled because of violence, he says, and he blames the now shut down CBP One app. NBC4's McCullough Medina talked to him on the phone from custody in a story that's all new tonight at 6.
Straight from an ICE facility in Louisiana, Esmeralda de Jesus Peralta talking with us and his girlfriend Ashley about the day he thought he was going in for a routine check-in with immigration officials in Santa Ana and then ended up in an immigration detention cell.
I was shocked because he has no criminal record. He had his valid work permit, his social security number. He's got a life here.
Ashley showed us the work permit and social security cards Esmeralda was issued after fleeing the Dominican Republic, fearing violence in 2022. She says he'd been working with her as a groundskeeper at a residential company in Santa Ana. He also played baseball in the Caribbean and was helping out with Ashley's daughter's Little League team. But all that changed when Ashley says the new Trump administration took office on January 20th. Esmeralda's CBP One app he used for asylum appointments just stopped working. We now know that the agency disabled the Biden-era application created to process migrants to enter the U.S. in an orderly way and to reduce illegal border crossings. As Berlin says, immigration officials told him to come into the Santa Ana office on February 13th, but when he got there, he was told he missed a detention hearing on January 22nd. He says he didn't know anything about it because the CBP One app stopped working on January 20th.
The judge said that she had told him that his hearing was supposed to be January 22nd, 2025, and he didn't appear to that. But he has paperwork with him that shows that he was noticed that his hearing would be for March 25th. 2025, so he didn't know about the hearing date.
ICE officials confirmed to NBC4 that Esmeralda has final orders of removal, telling us in a statement after exhausting all his due process, there was no legal basis to allow De Jesus to remain in the U.S.
He has a right to then appeal this.
Immigration attorney Almarosa Nieto, who does not represent Esmeralda, says the CBP One app interruption could be a legal recourse.
Because CBP One was recently canceled, and this is what this individual was relying on to connect with ICE and to know when his interviews were, I see that this would be a ground for him to appeal.
Nieto says the abrupt elimination of the app with no notice could also be a basis for an appeal for others in similar situations. Ashley says they're appealing to the Board of Immigration Appeals. They even have gathered signatures of support from the community here at home. Despite that, Esmeralda was scheduled for a deportation flight back to the Dominican Republic just a few days ago, but he was removed from that flight. He doesn't know why. We reached out to ICE for a comment and have yet to hear back.
He keeps asking for an update and they just tell him that they don't know.
For now, he is staying in the U.S., albeit in custody, as he fights to stay permanently in what he hopes will soon be his new homeland. In Santa Ana, I'm McCullough Medina, NBC4 News.